We want to welcome you to a special edition of Locked on Astros. Relief pitcher for the Houston Astros, Shawn Dubin, joins the show on his off day. Let's talk about Dubin to see how the season's gone for him and what his outlook is on the second half.
Jainer Diaz, this is Locked on Astros.
Hello and welcome to Locked on Astros, your daily Astros podcast. Here are your hosts, Eric the Man Huysman and Brett Htown Wheelhouse Chansey.
Welcome into this bonus edition of Locked on Astros. I'm Htown Wheelhouse. I will be joined by Shawn Dubin, and then you will see Eric Huysman come in after a couple questions as we come together. This Locked on Astros team finally sitting down with Shawn Dubin. We've been working on having an interview with him for the last couple seasons, all the way back to when he was even in Sugarland as a Skeeter before they became the Space Cowboys. And we finally made it happen. He had the grace to come in on his off day, and he sat down with us. I think you're really going to enjoy this bonus episode. Sit back as that interview is next. All right, we got a special interview here just for a few minutes. Shawn Dubin stopped with us on his off day before they head to Seattle to start the second leg of the season, the long season. Shawn Dubin, thank you for joining us at Locked on Astros.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, you know, Shawn and I, we have tried several times to match up, and things have not gone our way, but the third time is the charm, and that's what I like. And so I want to ask you, you know, your road to the bigs, just briefly tell us what's it been like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a journey, you know, a lot of people to thank along the way, a lot of pit stops along the way, you know, from, you know, JUCO to D1 to NAIA, you know, it's been a roller coaster, but, you know, I'm grateful for every step of the way and all the connections that I've made along the way as well.
Now, briefly tell me, what was it like last year when you got thrown into the game to start against the Texas Rangers and y'all pretty much put a halt almost to their season completely? What was that like pitching in that game? You pitched a solid game, a solid outing. And that was when the Rangers, they were hitting everything.
Yeah, it was definitely a interesting dynamic because like I found out the night before that I was going to be starting that game, and then, you know, like my dad ended up flying from Jacksonville to be there, you know, so I was more so like I was trying to like worry about him, you know, and like his travel plans, and then at the same time like prep for the next day. But you know, it was cool, and like you said, like they were red hot last year, you know, so just to be able to put our team in the position to, you know, like come out with a dub, and that was obviously, you know, like a pivotal time of the season, you know, so just to be able to contribute to whatever level I could at that point, you know, that was all that matters. And, you know, at the time, just, you know, doing anything I could to help the guys win, you know.
Yeah, definitely. What is your focus going into the second half, dudes? Because you guys have picked it up. I mean, you guys are playing really, really good baseball from beginning to end. I know the last two games didn't end the way y'all wanted them to, but it's not like, I mean, look, those were close games, tight games. The bats aren't always going to come out, but the starting pitching, the relief pitching, what is your focus second half going in? Because right now you guys pretty much are in a playoff push and really for a division push.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's a thing I can speak for the rest of the team. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, foot on the gas, you know, the division's ours, you know, like it always has been, you know, like we're starting to roll, you know, like, you know, a lot of panic buttons got pushed early, but like everyone in the clubhouse, everyone within the team knew it was only a matter of time before we started clicking on the cylinders that we're used to, you know, so just seeing it come to fruition, you know, is like you know, it's cool to be a part of. It's really cool to see. And, you know, I'm excited for the second half because, like I said, we're rolling right now, you know, the guys are all feeling good. And, you know, I think it's going to be something special the second half.
This episode is brought to you by Supply House. Go to supplyhouse.com for your plumbing, HVAC, and electrical product needs. This site is made for skilled tradesmen. Supplyhouse.com is the reliable way to order plumbing, HVAC, and electrical products online. Their easy-to-use website is packed with helpful resources and the latest product info to help you get the job done right. Shop a complete inventory of over 200,000 parts from over 400 top brands and get your order delivered right to your door with fast shipping from coast to coast. Need help with an order? Get expert support from the industry-leading service of the friendliest folks in the business and talk to a real person every single time. Pros in the skilled trades can get a competitive edge by joining SupplyHouse.com's free Trade Master program. Every Trade Master gets access to a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Join the thousands of trade pros already benefiting from their free membership at supplyhouse.com/T-M and order plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies from anywhere with just a few clicks at supplyhouse.com. This episode is brought to you by eBay Motors as well. Millions of parts for your MVP. Win every time with parts that fit your ride. Passion, drive, and patience, the formula for winning championships, is also what keeps your ride or die alive. eBay Motors has everything you need to maintain your vehicle and level it up to peak performance. Superchargers, roof racks, exhaust kicks, LED lights, and more. Whether you're into speed, power, or style, eBay Motors has you covered with over 122 million parts for your number one ride or die. You'll always find exactly what you're looking for, and with eBay Guaranteed Fit, your part is guaranteed to fit your ride every time or your money back. Because with eBay Motors, you're burning rubber, not cash. With all the parts you need at the prices you want, it's easy to make your car the MVP and bring home huge wins. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply. eBay Guaranteed Fit. Available only to U.S. customers.
All right. Hey, Shawn, thank you for joining Locked On Astros podcast. I'm Eric Huysman, and congrats on getting a few starts in the big league. I'm glad that you're helping the Astros, but I want to know, where did this beard come from? What is this, something that you've always had, or what's the inspiration behind the beard?
Yeah, I've tried to grow it since college, and the first couple of years were brutal. I was looking like super Amish, just like rinky dinky, jetting straight out. But last couple of years, I've, tried to keep it more manicured and everything. I just trimmed it up like 2 days ago. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like the trademark at this point. It's growing in more orange than anything, so it's letting the true Irish flow. So I don't know, but just kind of going with the flow.
Yeah, definitely true Irish, or even just, you bleed orange and blue, right? Because you're used to Astro.
That too. Yeah, that's a good point.
So I know that you've been starting a couple games. Has there been any talk about you possibly being extended out as a starter? I know the trade deadline's coming up, but have they talked to you about anything about your roles coming up?
Here and there, it's more preliminary conversations. Nothing set in stone, but basically, I just let them know that I'll do whatever I have to do. You know what I mean? Like, if you need me to start, I'll start. Long relief, whatever situation it may be. I kind of view myself as a utility pitcher in a sense. Like I can start for 4 innings. I can come in for 2 or just 1 inning. One and done. But anything that that the team needs, I'm ready to cater any of their needs.
I just remember it worked for Christian Javier.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good guy to learn from too. That guy's a stud.
So something just popped in my head. Okay, you're the utility pitcher. Dubon is the utility infielder. Can we get a Doobie brother bobblehead?
I know.
The utility pitcher, right?
That should already be in the works.
It should be. So we need to. You know what? I know Anita with the Astros. I'll shoot her an email. See if we can get something in the works for you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. We need to see that happen.
Now, the pulse of the clubhouse. You and I talked right before, we started this interview. Things were rough starting out 7-18. Now you guys find yourself literally 1 game out of the division. Has the pulse of the clubhouse been the same? Has it changed? Was it more pressing? Was there more tension in the clubhouse when things weren't going your way versus when they were? Give us an inside look or temperature of how things were, how things have been all season, because this has been a tumultuous year to say the least.
I was to say, throughout the clubhouse, it hasn't changed. You know what I mean? Like, it's like everyone knows what we're capable of. Everyone knows, like the standard at which we hold ourselves to. It's so like early on, it was easy. You saw it a lot, like a lot of panic buttons getting hit. But I mean, I remember just not gonna go into specifics, but like different veterans on the team, just relaying like, listen, like, things will be okay. Just ride the storm, like we're like everything's gonna be okay. And we just continued to do exactly what we all know we're capable of doing. So it's cool to see, and it's cool to see it come to fruition because early in the year, things were grim. Like a lot of people writing us off from the jump. But like I said, everyone knew we were gonna get back to that point. It was just a matter of when. So um, just seeing it come to fruition has been something special to be a part of, and I'm excited to see what the second half holds.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. This team is it looks like it's going to be in contention for another World Series or at least ALCS. That's what the benchmark for the Astros has been for the past 7 years. Is this team good enough to make it back to the playoffs and make it deep, in your opinion?
Without a doubt. You know what I mean? Like what we're doing, down a couple guys, you know what I mean? And we got guys stepping up left and right. It's like it's just a testament to the culture, testament to, the anticipation of what being an Astro is all about. You know what I mean? Like it's without our dudes, we're still out here doing it. You know what I mean? Like, and it's I'm excited to be a part of it. And like I said, like I think the sky's the limit for our team. I think, World Series is obviously what everyone is expecting at this point. So, we're gonna, keep our heads down in the second half, just try to take it and run with it.
Hey,
So would you say I'm sorry, Eric. Let me grab this and then I'll get you back in. So would you say even though the Astros have been playing some of the best baseball of anybody in the last 40, 50 games, that we still haven't seen the best that's yet to come out of this Houston team?
I really think that, to be honest. Like, and I'm glad you said that. Like, it's like, yeah, we've been winning, but like the caliber of guys we have on our team, like just Tuve, Bregman, fucking Jordan, like they're just watching them like on a daily basis is insane, and just like what they're capable of. So it's, to be honest, like I know we've been winning, but I don't think it has reached its full potential yet, in
all
my
right.
opinion. And obviously the
Yeah.
second half will be the judge of that, but I'm excited to see what's in store.
I'm gonna ask you a really tough question here. So, you pitched a little bit last year with the Astros. You pitched some this year with the Astros. What has there been a moment where it's either you pitching against a specific hitter, where you're like, "Holy crap, I'm in the big leagues and I'm doing what I've always wanted to do. I love this." Like, I guess I'm asking what has been your favorite moment on the mound.
Probably pitching against Soto or Judge in Yankee Stadium. Just growing up from New York, like I used to go to games in New York City, here and there. Majority of the games were in Cleveland because it was a little closer to home. But whenever we did make it to the city, it was, that was when Jeter was around and everything, So it was a special moment, especially, no matter the outcome, no matter how it went. Like the whole time, it was like one of the few ones where I was like okay with whatever came from it, just because I had gotten like a personal achievement from that. Like that was honestly debatable, like more special than my debut last year was being able to pitch in Yankee Stadium this year. Because like I said, grew up going to the games, idolizing those guys, you know what I mean? And now it's a little different dynamic, but at the same time, it's cool to get that competition, cool to get like that. I don't know. It's a different feeling when you see guys like that in the box. You know what I mean? Like, and it brings out the tenacity in you, the inner competitor. So it
Yeah,
was very cool. Yeah.
yeah, because I know you throw gas. I mean you can put some major velocity behind the ball. Did the stadium seem even bigger being on the mound in the game, or were you able to lock that stuff out?
I wasn't really paying much attention to like the dimension of the stadium, but it seemed like in Yankee Stadium, like you could hear the voices a little bit more clear. You know what I mean? Like it was I don't know. It was just I think it was more like a moment to where like everything was kind of set in all at once. It was like I said, like New York kid pitching in Yankee Stadium, and then having a guy like Judge and Soto step in the box and hearing the crowd roar for them. And it's like,
Now, were they giving you crap? Were they giving you like New York crap? Could you hear like and go, oh man, I remember I was one of those guys that used to do that.
He's a
yeah, I
boom.
mean, it wasn't too bad to be honest.
Okay.
I was expecting a little bit more, but
Well, your name is
like
not
I said,
Altuve.
what's that?
I said your name is not Altuve.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, that guy's a stallion. You know what I mean? Just the way he conducts himself every day. He's a true professional in every aspect. You know, but yeah, it was cool. Just I had some family out there for the game too, and my dad got to make it out. It was a special moment for everyone, and I'm just grateful for all the experiences and opportunities that I've been given playing for the Astros.
I want to ask one more question. Is there a ballpark that you have not pitched in yet that you can't wait to get a chance to pitch in?
Oh, man, probably Cleveland. Just because it holds a sentimental value to me.
Right.
Yeah, it's only like 2.5 hours from my hometown, so we used to always go and sit in the right field line and get the all-you-can-eat hot dog tickets. Like I grew up going to Indians versus Yankees games, and it was that's and I know it's like the last series of the season, so like that's the one that's the one I got circled right now because I got probably 20 family members already trying to plan a trip for it.
Nice.
Um, so that's the one I'm looking forward to most. Toronto was probably right behind that, but we got to experience that, 2 weeks ago. So it was a cool moment, surreal.
Okay, I had to ask you this question. If you were to pick any position player with the Astros that you think would have the nastiest stuff on the mound, and you had to call them in, who do you think would just bring it? I mean, is it someone that we wouldn't think, or who do you think would just go out there and be a dog on the mound?
I feel like Myers, maybe Jake
Yeah.
Myers, because he has a little background in pitching. I know he pitched in college a little bit, but I feel like now, like, with things the way they are, he could probably add a little finesse to it. And coming from the left side as well, I think he could be sneaky, nasty starter, reliever, whatever it may be. But I think he's got some in the tank if he needs it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, didn't Yiner Diaz say that Bregman would be good at pitching, or did he say
I
he'd
feel
be
like
good as a
he was my
catcher?
second choice. Bregman was
actually,
because he
yeah.
just understands the game so well. Like
Well, Bregman, he said
you'll
would
get
be
a
good.
swing on a pitch, a foul ball, and you'll look at Bregman and he'll like give you a little nod saying like run that same pitch back. You know what I mean?
Right there, you go.
It's like the little things that he does is night and day difference. You know what I mean? Like he just understands the game in such an aspect to where like you're continuously trying to learn from him and just see things the way he sees them, and just having that at your disposal, it's all you can ask for.
So before we go, kind of wrap it up on this,
Mhm.
how, like, do you sometimes wake up and almost pinch yourself and ask, is this reality? Because knowing that when your career is over, you'll be able to tell your kids and your family members, I played alongside Altuve. I played alongside Alvarez, Tucker, Bregman. I mean, even Dubin has made a name for himself, and you've had guys come in here that have left, but you got to play in one of the greatest eras of baseball. Is it just something that you just cherish each and every day you come to the clubhouse because of who you're surrounded by?
For real, it's one of those things. It's like the repetitiveness of the schedule and just like everything. Like it's easy to get into autopilot mode, but when you have consistent, just reminders of like the guys you're around on a daily basis, and you just shoot the shit, like talk with them about everything. It's like you're picking the brain of like a first ballot Hall of Famer like Altuve, or like Bregman or Jordan in the future. It's like Tuck, it's JV, you name it. You know what I mean? Like it's like the list goes on, and it's like just being able to suit up with these guys every day and being able to contribute to the same goal, same end goal, and all have your own input into it. You know what I mean? It's a special moment, and it's something I feel like even like explanation can't really explain. You know what I mean? It's like it's more of a feeling wise. It's more of a you just feel fulfilled in that sense. So like I said, just being able to share the field with those guys every day, it's an honor, and it's something I don't take lightly, and it's something, I look forward to on a daily basis.
So, Shawn, I'm a teacher. We're both teachers. I have a little exit ticket for you. What's the best advice that Justin Verlander has given you?
Just don't let it carry over. You know what I mean? Just don't ride the roller coaster. You know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be ups and downs throughout every season, no matter who you are. You're gonna get good press, you're gonna get bad press. You just gotta, stay the course and just continue to do exactly what got you to this point, and never really stray away from it. Just be true to yourself, and just let it rip at all times.
Yeah, man. Shawn, thank you so much for taking time out. I know you have I know you're meeting some friends on your off day. You've probably gotten some much needed rest. Good luck on the grind in the second half. Thank you. I mean, this is huge. I think our listeners and our viewers are going to love this interview. We appreciate the inside look. And, like I said, this has been a long time coming, this interview.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry it took so
some,
long, bro. Kind of back and forth.
Hey, dude, we've hit some bumps along the way, but you know what? That's what life's all about, right? It's not about hurdles. It's about how you get over them and get around them. And we're super thrilled that you joined us. We're super thrilled of your success, continued success for you. We wish all the best to the team. And hey, you know what? Let's go back to the World Series and let's just take this title, right? Let's run it back like the reverse card, that orbits through at the camera. Wasn't that gangster?
I like that. You should have threw that up. That would have been epic.
Yes, definitely.
All righty. Well, thank you for joining us, Shawn, and you're welcome back anytime. Have a good day off. You get back to the grind tomorrow in Seattle, versus the Mariners, I guess. Yeah,
I appreciate it, man. Cheers.
All right. Well, have a good day. So, guys, thank you for listening to Locked On Astros podcast. My name is Eric Huysman. He is Brett Htown Wheelhouse, and we will see you next show. And go Stros.
Go Stros.